Today I'm going to replace the pins on my Ford pickup, my Ford F350 pickup. It's not really closing well, and if you open up the door, you know, the thing about it is you can move the door, so that means the bushings are bad. So my mechanic tells me. The doors are pretty heavy. You're going to want to hold the door up. So what you're looking at is you're looking at the pin. You have a pin here, and then you have down here you have a second pin, and we are going to take both of those pins out and replace them with new pins so the door will close properly. So I'm going to use these hinge replacements on the door, and it's got the hinge pin and bushings, and I'm gonna put that in there. All right, so the next thing you want to do is you want to take the hinge off, because you need to get that hinge off to replace those bushings. All right, so taking that bottom hinge off of there. All right, so we have the door off, and that makes it easier to work on this thing. Let me tell you, you're going to want, take it from an amateur. I'm going to use this drill here, and I'm going to drill out the top of the pin, the bushing, and get rid of that, and then knock it through and replace it. Now the goal is to use this punch to drive it on through. See if I can do that. So as you can see, I've got the first pin drilled and driven out, and I'm going to replace that one before I do the other one. One at a time, knock it out, replace it, and go to the other one. And now we need to get these bushings out of here. There we go. Did you see that? Hey, I got that bushing out of there. Dennis 1, bushing 0. Now we're going to try the other one. These bushings are just really crushed in there. They're hard to get out. Trying to drill it out without ruining. You don't want to do that. There we go. Did you see that? There we go. Bushing 0, Dennis 2. Okay, now we're going to put our new bushings in there. And what we have is we have 2 bushings and a little lock washer. Don't want to lose that lock washer. Then put it right back in there for the moment. Drop your bushing in the way that they came out. All right, I got 2 bushings in. Can you believe that? That's amazing. So we're going to put this back in the way we got it out. And here's our pin. We'll drive the pin down in there. Drive that in there like that. Oh, nice. Now we're going to get our C-clip and see what kind of magic we can do to get that C-clip in there. I am not a C-clip kind of guy, let me tell you. But I am going to do my darndest to get that in there. Did you see that? I got that C-clip in there. Now you see why you want the door out of there before you drill. Because as I clearly demonstrated, you just need all the room you can get to drill that down. Let's see if I got enough out of there. All right, put my little bar in there. Drive it down to there. There it is. Number 2. Number 2, we are making progress. Here's the score. Dennis 3, truck 0. Last one. Ooh, it broke. That's gonna go now. That's gonna go. All right. And I'd say that's a shutout. All right, so I'm spraying a little WD-40 on there. Make it a little easier for those bushings to go in. Bushing number 1. Put a flat bar on top of it, I'm not doing it. All right, bushings are in. And we are ready to put this thing back on. All right, so we'll make sure you get this right. And second C-clip is on there. All right, so now we're ready to bolt this door back on and see how well we did. All right, so we've got this set up. Now we're going to go try and close the door and see if it needs to be adjusted or if it just closes perfectly on first try. All right, so here we got the door. We got it all adjusted. We'll close it and let you see that. You know, it's not the most beautiful piece of equipment in the world, but if you look, you know, it's pretty nice. It's pretty tight. See, I had a little problem here is what cranked the door out is I got a little bit of a dent there. But now it's, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty tight. It doesn't wiggle like it used to. And the way that I got adjusted it out is these 4 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, they've got a little bit of wiggle room back and forth. So I was able to move it back and forth a little bit to get it adjusted so that it closed just like that. This is the shack that Dennis built. That's a wrap. All right, now that I got power, let's go. But you have to have the right size of socket. Oh, but you gotta be careful you don't lose the door. The guys on YouTube who say theirs came out real easy, they weren't working on my truck. This is like a comedy of errors. So I didn't get enough off the top. I'm gonna have to work a little bit more, get that bushing off there. Or whatever that thing is. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just you know, this is the shack that Dennis built. I have no idea what I'm doing.